Artie show. So in today's video I am joined by Jenny Hardacre, who's going to come along on board to make some art together and for us to talk about art. So my intention today is to give you a little wave. We're going to Jenny. Hopefully we will. Oh, how did you do this? Oh no, you may be coming on in a minute. Oh, this is how it works. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm very excited.
And now, as I said to you, it's like I've never actually done a live where there's been more than me. So, and I see people do it.
Oh, I don't know that.
I don't know why. Oh yeah, it's fine. That's why we'll go with the flow. But this is the thing. So I see people doing lives and they all go like, where are we? What are you? Are we live? And I find myself doing the same. Anyway, how are you?
Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing to be here, Lesley. I'm so excited that we're going to do some creating, and I just love your energy. I always love your videos. So when you asked me yesterday, I was like, yes. No.
Likewise. It does feel good seeing you kind of develop, like the way that you're showing up feels like really, it's always energizing, but it's just like really fun. So
thank you. You too.
So how are we going to work it today? We're going to be making some art together, we're going to be talking together, and we're going to be maybe sharing some ideas or some insights and whatever feels helpful. And I've got things to paint on. You look like you've got things to paint on. Ignore the mess behind it. That's not where we want to be looking. But if anyone that's an artist, you know that your space where you're creating art is not necessarily tidy. So
never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. So I'd love. So people that already know me will know that I'm an artist and art therapist, and a lot of what I do is about helping people to express themselves. So Jenny, would you be able to just give a quick introduction to what you do?
Yeah, of course. So I help business owners take a break through creativity and nervous system regulation in all different ways. But painting is just one of the things that we do. And yeah, it's not just painting, it's doodling, it's all sorts, it's music. Honestly, if you've worked with me, you've never experienced anything like it. Everyone's like, what's this? And then they're like, oh, never seen anyone do this before. I just incorporate a lot of different creative factors. I started with painting. Painting was the main thing, and now I've got lots of different things, basically.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is why, like, I suppose I'm drawn to you and how we clicked, and I suppose initially why I thought about inviting you along to the podcast, because you were one of the first guests, and like you thinking about how we're using art and the therapeutic benefits of art and just how much it can really impact us is huge, isn't it? And yeah, as you were speaking about all of those things, I was just thinking about how actually we're meeting at 11 o'clock, which is today, like we call that 11s sometimes, don't we? Or back in the day we do. Do we still say that? I don't know.
Yes, we do.
But yeah, so maybe we can kind of get cracking with making something, and talk about things along the way. So it's nice to see people joining us. So hi Anne and hi Claire. If you've got any art materials and you're wanting to make art, then you might want to join in while we're making, or you might want to use this as a bit of an inspiration to go and grab something at a later date. So yeah,
even if it's just your pens, you're just doodling, or maybe you're just colouring the whole page in, it will activate your creativity. So you can definitely do this along with us. You don't have to be an artist to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And I would add to that whilst a lot of people would avoid doing things and not necessarily want to start because they feel that they're not an artist, I would argue that everyone's an artist, and you just have to unlock it. So hi Helen, nice to see you. So I've got some acrylic paints in front of me, and we talked about like using acrylic paints. So if I was completely new and I'd never done any art before, what would be the sorts of things that you would be doing to help me to get started? Because I'm just like, I do like a little bit of a Men in Black thing on me. So help me get started.
So to get started, I usually guide if it's painting, I usually guide people through a painting, but we did some abstract last week. So you can really connect with your emotions and think how you're feeling today and what colour would you add to that emotion. So you write down what colour. And then your mood, how's your mood? Is it a bit sharp? Is it a bit stressed? Is it a bit relaxed? What shapes would you add to that? So with them two things alone, you can start using your colours, mixing your colours and creating shapes. That's a really easy thing to just start with, without too much thought. Two little things and you can get doodling away.
So what you're saying is like the emotion. I'm feeling excited right now.
Yes.
So I'd be thinking about like the emotions, and I'm seeing sort of yellow as being a yellow or sort of more. Actually, I've contaminated my yellow with because that brush had some green on, but yeah, we're gonna go for some yellow.
Yellow's my favourite.
And so actually, like, excited to me is about this.
Oh,
it's about
stop it! I love it. See, she's right in there.
Oh,
I'm gonna get some
maybe
blue and white.
So I know a lot of people that are like wouldn't just suddenly go and do that. They might be more cautious. They might be, okay, well, I'm doing this and more gentle, and that's okay as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it brings out little parts of you. That might be maybe you're feeling a bit tense today, so you might feel the pressure a little bit harder. Or maybe you're someone who really likes detail, so you're going a little bit slower. You're really taking in them shapes. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. Is there anybody doodling along right now? Let us know. I'm just going to do flicks up and down. Because
and I love...
I'm feeling flicky.
Or feeling flicky. I love that you said that, because so many times people feel that they've got to give a sort of a conformed name to their feeling, to, oh, it's sad, it's happy, it's anxiety, it's this. But sometimes it's about feeling flicky or feeling a bit wobbly.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
What feels right in that moment to you, and words are all just made up anyway. So you can make up your own words.
That's true. And yeah, that's so true. And so you said about matching the sort of the feeling with the mood, and just combining those different things.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling quite tired this week. It's a weird thing, because I'm feeling really excited about projects and excited about things, whilst also feeling like I am feeling quite tired. So there's times like that, like it feels a bit mixed, doesn't it? Or kind of, that's almost contradicts it.
Yeah,
almost.
No. I mean, we're human. We have many different emotions. So what color would you attach to the tired? When you're feeling tired, what do you see?
It feels like a darker shade, like more I'm going for like a green, because it's not tired. I don't know. I'm not sure tired. I can't take the lid off this. There we go. I'm feeling like greens, because actually, rather than now that I've added the yellow, I'm wanting to lean into something that, and I mixed that green accidentally. The tiredness feels a bit like more like a biological tiredness, and the anxiety is more of a mental thing. So do you know how people will talk about, like, where do you get your energy from? And people will say, oh, food, or it's about your physical body. But your energy is often, and you kind of, the way being upbeat in mood can be more about your mindset, or more about kind of the things that are happening in your life, or how much gratitude you've got and things like that. So actually my tiredness is maybe evolving already.
Oh, look at them colours. Everyone in the comments, if you're watching right now, what colour would you attach to the way that you're feeling right now? Let us know in the comments, what colour would you attach? And maybe you got two colours like Lesley. Maybe there's a few different emotions going on right now. Really have a think and see whatever comes to your mind as your first instinct. That's the one we want to know. Look at these swirly whirlies. I love them.
We're going swirly. So today, as part of the February challenge, or experience, should we call it, there's different prompts. And over the years I've shared this, sometimes I've shared the same prompts, sometimes it's about maybe people not needing the prompt or preferring not to have a prompt, not like coming up with their own ideas. However, actually, some structure can be helpful, can't it? So
Yeah.
today's prompt is doodling.
Yeah.
So perfect when, for instance, you might not know where to start or what to do to begin with. And what I'm loving here, Jenny, is that both mine and your images, we're talking together, both of our images are completely different, even
Yeah.
from the start.
I was
So
like this, and yours like, ooh.
yeah, yours is like this, and mine is like this.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, Helen's feeling pink today. I feel feminine. I can't never say that word. Feminine and excited.
Yeah. And when I
Beautiful.
think about pink, I think about like my phone case used to be pink, it's now green. But I think about like there's different softness to it. There's a softness to it sometimes, or there's like a real energy, a pow pink that's like almost like your
Yeah, that is.
eyeshadow sort of thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's so like this, and same with any colour, it can really vary. You can have
Yeah,
a
it
really,
can.
really bright one. So people talk about doodling, don't they? And when when I suppose when people sort of think about doodling, they might be thinking, well, actually, I doodle when I'm in a meeting, or I doodle when
Yes.
I am in a lesson and I'm bored or something.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people that I've worked with have got told off for being in a classroom and they've been doodling and like you as well, the teacher's
Always.
saying you're not concentrating. However, actually, it can really help people to focus,
Yeah.
um, for sure. And that's part of what sort of you do, isn't it, really? So
Yeah, it is absolutely. So when you
let's,
are doodling, you're activating your default mode network. You're activating the part of your mind that is the imaginary, the creative. You actually retain quite a lot of information when you are in that state. So it's a really nice state to be in when you're finding it hard to concentrate in a meeting or something like that. You can get your doodling out, or you can even write the words if it helps. But also it helps if you want to take a break, because you can set your work to one side, you can get on your desk, get your doodling, start doodling, and you'll find your mind starts to wander and starts to just
mm,
float around. And them are the times when your best ideas usually come.
yeah, for sure. For sure. And like I just this really little doodle here that's just like
Oh, look, it looks like a little
A4
fish there.
paper. It's A4 paper. So the idea of it's small, it's sort of thing that you might do in the sketchbook, compared to then today, partly because we were live and I wanted to go big because it's better
I
to
love
do
it.
that. I like that for live. Going and doodling on a big canvas is still doodling, but
Yeah.
and I say it's doodling because I didn't have a plan rather than,
Yeah,
going
rather
with
than
the flow sort of
structure.
thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it because it's just you start to do these things and little memories might come to you or little ideas might come to you, and you know you might start with nothing and then end up with a million things in your mind that you just want to do, and
Yeah,
it
for
just
sure.
takes you on a journey. That word, journey.
Mm.
So if you are in the audience right now, what shape how are you feeling? What shape would you attach to your mood right now? You can see Leslie's got lots of wiggly, wavy lines and swirls and loopy loops and a few little dripper drops there. And I've got some whooshing up and down and some horizontal scumblies. Made that up.
Yeah. It really is, it's giving me like a sea vibes, yours, like an ocean, like
Yeah,
waves.
that's what
Makes
was
me think
sort of
about
coming
that.
out of my mind. Like I started thinking about waves. Yeah, so and it was when as well when you was doing your little doodle, them curves that made me think of waves as well. Yours is giving me energy and electric, and oh,
Ooh.
I like it. And I like the colour
Ooh.
that you're putting through right there. It's gorgeous. Look at
Well,
that.
some of you might have noticed that, I was doing this spirally thing, and then there's some bits of the paint that then fell off. And that happened at first. That happened. My intention was to go and do a spiral all the way down, and the bits of paint fell off. And actually, I then kind of went with that a little bit, and I might go with it a bit more
Oh, she's
because
gonna do it. Do it.
it's. I mean, I'm not sure this paint's like fluid enough to, yeah, it's not quite fluid enough to, oh, yeah, so we can really go with that. Or
Yes.
like really go, like if something feels, it's maybe more about the intention of allowing yourself to experiment. And if something doesn't go according to plan, I think I say that rather than something's gone wrong, then we can lean into it. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And that can show up if you're scared taking action right now in something, doing a little bit of doodling and pushing yourself into something uncomfortable like this, but it might not mean as much, can really help you release that fear a little bit and take that
Mm.
action a bit more comfortably because you're already taking them steps through doing something mindful like this that you wouldn't
Yeah, for
usually do.
sure. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. So, I mean, like I was offering for you to sort of guide me through how to start, and then I ended up um, going a
She
bit
went with
rogue.
it. She went with it. She went rogue. Too
Going a
artistic.
bit, yeah. So, are there other things that you would maybe suggest to people who are maybe struggling to get started, or not sure um how they can, I suppose this is maybe a nod to how you work with people who, because I know like you're working with busy entrepreneurs who are like maybe struggling to take time to pause and take
Yeah.
time to have that break. But yeah, how would you work with somebody generally?
So generally, when we come on to say I'm doing a one-to-one, what we do, we tap into how they're feeling right there in that moment, whether they deem them as bad emotions or good emotions, and everything we look at, we give it a shape, we give it a color, we give it a picture, we give it words, and what we start creating is this beautiful image of all these shapes and colors and all these words, because some people prefer words, where you're just getting everything out, you're decluttering everything. And
Yeah.
then what we do, what you'll find is you might come to the call feeling a bit, and then you're like, oh, I'm feeling happy now, and oh,
Mm.
quite joyful, and this has made me smile. So you'll feel your pressure start to change with your pen in your hand, and your colours might change, and your shapes might change. So that's generally how I start my calls. We just tap into the emotions, and I guide them through giving them shapes, giving them words, and all I'm doing is prompting, but it's really coming from them, from within. And something that I do that really helps is put on a piece of music that they're also
Mm.
attached to that emotion. And you'll see they're erratically going like this, or they're going quite smooth like this. And it's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
tapping into their emotions and knowing that they're okay and just really getting everything out of the mind rather than keeping it in there. So you feel a bit more sense of relief and sense of calm through doing that, just that
Yeah.
short little bit.
Absolutely. It sounds great, and it sounds like very accessible for people, that they can like do something that's instant, that's bringing, maybe it's reframing things, isn't it? And as an art therapist, these things can be really, sometimes people can feel intimidated going, oh, I need something, but I'm not quite ready for therapy. Not necessarily sort of doing
Yeah.
that. It's because there's a lot of the similarities in what like I would do too. However, the way that I'm kind of seeing, and way that I see your content and how you talk about this, and just that the magic in that session feels like really transformative just in a short amount of time.
Yeah,
So yeah, and what do
it's
you notice,
beautiful.
people that have, yeah, people that have come to you, what do you notice that they are maybe able to do or feel afterwards?
So what we'll do at the start, we'll do that image and then I'll take them through a visualization, a bit of a meditation, and we'll redraw the image. And they always look at the two images together and then notice the change between when they started and when they came out of the visualization and getting in
Mm.
a better state and getting all them emotions out. And what that creates, it creates more clarity in the mind. So they might come up with new ideas. But one thing that I work with that helps them is taking action in the business. So they might now attach good emotions and good feelings to that thing they were generally worried about that they came to me with, this problem at the start. Maybe it's going live. And by the end of it, they're like, right, I'm going to go live after this video, or
Yeah.
I'm going to do that job, that thing that I wasn't sure I could do. So we are changing the state, but we're also reattaching new emotions and good feelings, and not afraid to feel the stuff at the start. You know, that's
Yeah.
important. Rather than push it down, we're feeling it, we're getting it out. So yeah, I see a massive difference, and it makes my heart just burst out. I love it. And everyone that comes to me, not one person identifies as, oh, I am a creative or I am an artist.
Yeah.
So it's quite an experience for someone in that mindset to go through it.
Yeah, yeah, and you see that difference. It reminds me, and these sorts of things come up a lot for lots of different people, don't they? And then don't always find the words for it. But what you're talking about reminds me of a lot of the sort of principles with sort of NLP, sort of neuro linguistic programming, where someone's coming up with a colour for the feeling that they've got that tightness in their chest, or a shape, or is it warm or is it cold, and like that how do you then, you know, change something, alchemize it so that
Yeah.
it then feels like more. It started off with a really prickly spike, and then we've created and changed the image so it's more, the spike, the ends of the spike are more wobbly and softer. So I suppose with that it can make people very similar to those approaches, I think.
Yeah, I
But
love that. I
love
should have
that.
trained an LP.
Yes, you are basically doing NLP. We all, it's like we all
Yeah,
are.
a bit of everything.
Yeah,
Why
but
not?
yeah, it's good. And yeah, so how's I don't know, just like how's that feel for you to have made this sort of switch? Because I know when we spoke, when you came on my podcast last June, we were talking about the courses that you're doing, and like it all links, of course. But
Yeah,
how does
it
this change in your approach or your direction feel for you?
it feels wonderful. It feels right. It feels aligned. All I've done is I've just made it more accessible. Made it more accessible to the people that I want to serve, which are basically me, business owners. It doesn't mean that I don't want to help everybody, because of course I do. But what I was finding is that painting isn't something that can be quite quick and easy for someone who's got quite a packed day, or maybe it comes with a lot of limiting beliefs. So what I did was I've made it more accessible. So it's not just painting, it's doodling, it's meditation. We're doing a lot of different creative things, maybe journaling, things like that, rather than just
Yeah.
the one thing. So it's not a one size fits all. We work with that person and what that person needs and what they feel comfortable with.
Yeah, that's cool. Love that. Love that. So I'm gonna just like carry on with this piece a little bit, just kind of
Yeah,
build some of those things. And what I think would be like, I'd imagine if you're wanting to carry on with yours, what I'd imagine that we could do is then if we both can share our sort of finished pieces, or artwork to me doesn't ever have to be finished. You can start to do something, and then after we've been talking about 20 minutes, after that you kind of go, that's enough for now, or it may
yeah,
then dramatically change. So let's share our pictures with each other and with the audiences,
yeah,
and see,
sounds
and if
good.
anybody else has made something this week or today or as you're watching, then it'd be good to share that. And just a reminder about the sort of February idea, the whole point of me inviting Jenny on is that I'm wanting to raise that profile, raise the understanding and awareness, and support people to access creativity, unlock their creative potential, and um, bring people together to share these insights. So it feels like the last two have been just me. You're like the first of my kind of joint ones. I've
Yes.
got another Jenny tomorrow, so that'll be
Oh, I
fun.
say I'll have to tune
Yes,
in.
need to find some more people called Jenny.
I know you're
Um,
getting all the Jennies.
yeah, no. And yeah, just like it's really an invitation for people to give themselves permission, really, to create. And it's not necessarily even just art. It's lots of things about what you wear and all of those things, and like
Yeah,
music that you say.
yeah, that's it. And I love the mission that you're on. It's so beautiful. And I love this whole idea of February arty. Now I struggle with words, so hopefully that came out all right.
Yeah, that's great.
February. I love the idea of it, and I'm definitely going to be tuning in tomorrow to you and the imposter Jenny, if you're watching. It's not Jenny from New Zealand, is it?
Yes.
Yes, I'm definitely watching then. I love Jenny.
Yes,
okay,
9 p.m. UK time.
Brilliant. I love it.
So yeah, that's all for me. So give Jenny a follow if you're part of my Instagram page, or whichever page you're, wherever you're seeing this. And yeah, give me a follow as well. And yeah, let's get started. Let's have a party with February.
Let's do it. I love it.
I love what I love and hate about the internet and social media is that it makes me do all these weird things, like say weird things like that I might not normally say in real life. But yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jenny, for coming along. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.